Right. I'd like to start out this week by saying thank you to all the folks who continually keep subscribing to me. The fact that you folks take the time and effort to support my little channel is greatly appreciated, and if I haven't thanked you personally on your channel, it's probably because my email hasn't been telling me about it. So okay, moving on. What I'm going to talk about this week is something different. I'm not going to talk about world cinema. What I'm going to be talking about is this film, Bunraku. And I hope I'm saying that right. What it stands for is Japanese Puppet Theater. Now, this film slipped right under my radar. Had no idea it even existed. Found it completely by accident, waiting in an HMV. I glanced down and saw a Blu-ray copy of this film. And got quite excited for a couple of reasons. One, it had Woody Harrelson in it, who I absolutely adore. And two, it had Gact in it. Now Gact, for you guys that may not know, actually started life as a rock singer in Japan. He started out in a band called Malice Miser, which was a very gothic-y type, dark, heavy metal band. Became the most popular member of the band and branched off and started his own group. Now Gact has been in things before. Most notably he was in Moonchild. And that is a film I will be reviewing later on in life because I really enjoyed it. But back to Bunraku. Now this has got a star-studded cast. Whichever way you look at it, you can't miss with a movie with these kind of actors in it. You've got Josh Hartnett, Woody Harrelson, Ron Perlman, Demi Moore, and Gact. What more could you ask for? It's also got a guy, and I've just got to double check here, his name is Kevin McKidd. And I'd seen him in the movie and thought, you know, he looks really familiar, can't figure out what I've seen him in. He was in Dog Soldiers, among other things. Great actor. The plot in a nutshell. You have this town, and it's being run by this gangstery, mean, big, brawny, brutish guy, Ron Perlman. His character is called the Woodcutter. Now, Josh Hartnett plays the man in the hat. Or conversely, if you wanted to call him the man with no name, because this film does kind of resemble a spaghetti western. Hartnett comes to this town looking for the woodcutter. While he's there, he bumps into Woody Harrelson, who is a bartender in the town. Josh Hartnett also meets Gact, who's also in search of the woodcutter. In this little mix of characters, you have Demi Moore, who is the woodcutter's girlfriend. Now, a lot of people, I gather, didn't like this because it did look so different. The sets look like a pop-up book, which is something actually that Woody Harrelson's character makes throughout the film. But it also looks like a puppet theater show. It's all been done, obviously, with CGI, along the same lines as Sin City, the 300, I think it's called, where everything is CG, green screen, no real sets involved. That didn't bother me because it looked spectacular. The acting was excellent. I've heard it said that Josh Hartnett walked through his role. I didn't feel that at all. I felt like he brought to the role exactly what was needed. The standout performance for me was Gact. He did an absolutely brilliant job. I was a bit surprised to see that it had been released with little to no fanfare. I don't know if it's because the studios didn't know how to market it, or if perhaps even they didn't like it very much. Because I know for a fact the guy that wrote the thing couldn't get anyone to direct it for him. And I think, if I remember correctly, he wound up directing it himself. It's his first feature film. And what a splendid one to start out with. Fantastic film. I can't recommend it enough. I really enjoyed it. If you get a chance, watch it. It's well worth the time and effort you spend to do it. If nothing else, just for the spectacular CG sets. It really is fantastic. That's me for this week. So until next time, like I always say, keep watching the films and have fun. Bye. Became the most popular member of the van. Oops. You know, we are Sparta, that one.